Hi, this is Terry Campbell with Johnson Insurance and another episode of Outside the Box. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the things that are needed to actually get quotes, insurance quotes, and to get a policy put in place. So this is specifically if you're looking to sell your facility, or maybe you're a broker working with a customer. Here are the things that we need to be asking up front. We need to know this up front. And if you've got this information available for the buyer, when you have a buyer, it's going to speed things up and eliminate the potential for having a closing delay. So here are some of the things to be expected to provide to a buyer to get insurance quotes. Number one, do you have an itemized list of each building? You know, what building, A, B, C, D, at 1, 2, 3, 4, each building. What size is it? What's the construction of the building? Construction style, is it wood frame? Is it metal? Is it masonry? How many square feet? Any kind of info you can give on the construction of the building. Have you made any recent upgrades? Especially as it relates to the roof. If you have, what was done and when was it done? Have you added any new buildings to the site since you built it? Are any of the buildings climate controlled? If so, which ones and what percentage of those buildings are climate controlled? Are any of the buildings sprinklered? If so, is it wet or dry type sprinkler systems? What security features do you have on site? Fence, gate, what type of gate access, cameras, etc. There are some carriers that will not even look at the facility if there are no fence or gates. So just something to keep in mind. It narrows down the option as far as insurance. Do you have copies of the current insurance policies and at least 3 years of loss runs if you've had the facility for 3 years or longer? The loss runs are very important, and I'm going to give you an example in just a minute of why they're important, but you definitely need these things up front if possible. Do you have any current facility photos? The carriers are going to want to see photos of the facility. They're also going to want to see like a satellite view looking down, identifying which building is which. So, you know, go ahead and get that ready and have that available for the buyer. And the example I was going to give about loss runs, this is an actual scenario that happened to us recently, as we had a buyer that we went ahead and got a quote. They were working on getting loss runs. It was taking a while for the seller to get the loss runs from his insurance agency. And once we got them, you know, we'd already gotten a quote for this customer. It was contingent on getting those loss runs. Well, when we got the loss runs, we found out that there were claims. And these claims, the insurer that had given a quote was not comfortable, and they pulled their offer. The deal nearly fell through. I think it was delayed, and it almost fell through because we had an offer from a carrier based on certain information, and we didn't have all the information because the loss runs are very important to a carrier when they're doing their underwriting. Be sure that you've got these things. So whether you're a seller selling your facility or you're a broker working with someone to list it and sell it for them, these are some of the things that are very, very important that we have available for the buyer to be able to get quotes. So if you get this information up front, it's going to help eliminate problems down the road. If anybody would like a copy of this, just let me know. I'll be glad. I've got it in email form. I've shared it with several brokers who use this to make sure they get all their information. But it shows that you've thought ahead. You're trying to make sure that you don't have any closing issues. As far as insurance is concerned, you may have other ones. But I hope this has been helpful. If you've got questions or would like a copy of this information, reach out, shoot me an email, give me a call. Love to share it with you. We can talk about anything else you might have questions on. Again, Terry Campbell with Johnson Insurance. Thanks for watching another episode of Outside the Box.